day, viewers, and welcome to the Polymerupdate special news feature. This is Shantari Banerjee from the Mumbai office. Today's news feature focuses on the recently implemented goods and services tax that is considered to be the simplified and transparent tax regime in India. It has been a long time since the people of India have been bracing themselves for one nation and one tax. GST, Goods and Services Tax, was passed on 6th May 2015 by the lower house of the Parliament. It came into being on 1st July 2017. It is a single tax imposed on the supply of services and goods to make India a common and unified market. In the previous tax regime, there were various indirect taxes like VAT and CST. However, with the introduction of GST, the Indian market system has only one simplified indirect tax. The GST has been introduced after a 16-year-long wait since it was first discussed in the report on indirect taxes by the Kelkar Task Force. It is beneficial for some while disadvantageous for many. A GST rate of 18% has been applied to polymers and chemicals. It is the second highest in the tax tier system of 5, 12, 18 and 28% respectively. The current tax system is supposed to be advantageous in the long run. Some traders are of the belief that the 28% tax bracket on plastics would affect the consumers belonging to the lower middle income families. The products for daily use are necessities, and post the GST implementation, there is a steep hike that has an impact on the plastics industry as a whole. There has been an average growth in the plastics industry in the past year, and they have successfully contributed to the GDP growth of the country. With GST coming into the forefront, the small and medium enterprises would be impacted the most. It is too early to come into conclusion since this system has been implemented just a few days back. However, it would definitely simplify business in the long run. It would take approximately 3 to 6 months to understand the present tax system, as quoted by Gaurav Bhade, the proprietor of Perfect Exim International. He also added that the input credits have become simpler with the implementation. Earlier, there were service taxes, excise duties, VAT and CST that were imposed, and that was very difficult for the small manufacturers. This present tax system will simplify the online trading process. It is a little haphazard initially, however, with time, everyone will cope with it. There are multiple benefits of the implementation of the goods and services tax for the industry professionals. The tax rates and structures have become uniform in nature since there are no hidden indirect taxes imposed on the goods as well as on the services. On the other hand, the consumers who receive the finished goods would enjoy transparency in the business. GST has definitely simplified business in India. There were many indirect taxes for manufacturers. It was not a transparent economy. If people follow the proper guidelines, we are definitely going to benefit in the near future. The parallel economy will come under the tax bracket, and that is the most positive impact of GST on the economy, as quoted by one of the industry sources. The GST is nascent, and prediction of its impact is not possible at such an early stage. It is still in its infancy right now, and another 5 to 6 months would be needed to comment on its proper impact. People have to be patient until then, the source further added. Some of the traders predict that under the new tax regime, it would be quite risky for them to disassemble their trading business. Nothing is hidden anymore. All traders whose annual turnover is 20 lakhs rupees or more has to be registered under the goods and services tax. They have to have their individual GST numbers so that the government can keep a track of how they are dealing with their business. On the other hand, the manufacturers and processors of plastics industry believe that the current tax regime was much needed in the Indian economy. It has simplified the business and has influenced the unorganized sectors to become organized. The GST has made lives easy. we can save a lot of inputs. Earlier, there was an extra taxation as the manufacturers had to go through the local suppliers. The sale of finished products would be more organized in the present system. The business can be affected mildly in the initial stage. However, if the unorganized sectors unite to become organized, they're definitely going to benefit in the long run, as quoted by a processor. It is not that easy to administer the goods and services tax. The unorganized businesses have mental blocks that need some time to follow the same pace, while the organized sectors would take little time. People should follow whatever is advised by the government. There is an increased burden on trading because a lot of clarification is yet to come. The current buying mood is stable at some places, while it's extremely bad at others. The traders have to go through the initial process that has an adverse effect on their business. As rightly said, time heals all things. The current tax system is in its process to simplify the business transactions. It is just a matter of some time, and then all the anomalies can be removed from the tax system. This is Shantari Banerjee from Polymerupdate, the fastest growing petrochemical market intelligence company in the world. Polymerupdate is a world-renowned provider of business-critical industry news and real-time price alerts. Thank you.